Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Cody from TheAtlanticCraft. Oh, and by the way, just in case you have any more building related needs, I would highly recommend checking out the card system for two reasons. Reason number one, my exclusively YouTuber statue tutorials playlist, which is a massive mouthful, but has loads of YouTubers in it just in case you're on that particular bend. Plus, I'm also going to be leaving a link to my Joe tutorial from TheAtlanticCraft, just in case you want to have both halves of the channel. Or maybe you don't want Joe, maybe you just want Cody, maybe you don't even like Joe, who knows, I'm not judging, completely up to you, make who you like. But that's more than enough talking. If you want to make TheAtlanticCraft, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some sandstone block, and some light grey stained clay, grab yellow stained clay, then some black wool, dark grey wool, light grey, white, and finally guys, grab yourself some red wool. And I think those are the only materials that we're going to be needing, but I have been wrong before, we'll have to see, won't we? So once you have each one of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here. You're going to want to kick off Cody with a row of 8 dark grey wool in a row on the floor. That's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, once you have your row of 8, for the next row, building directly on top of it, going from left to right with this sequence of blocks, do 1 white wool, 2 light grey, 2 dark grey, 2 light grey, 1 white wool. For the next 2 rows, and I did say 2 rows, do 2 white wool, 1 light grey, 2 dark grey, 1 light grey, 2 white wool. And like I said, that is for 2 rows. So once you've done it to 1, do the same thing just above it. Then for the next row, do 2 white wool, 4 light grey, 2 white wool. Then for the next 2 rows once again, do 3 white wool, 2 light grey, 3 white wool. And like I said, that is for 2 rows, so once you've done the 1, do the same thing just directly above it. Then do 2 solid rows of white wool, so that will be 1, and that will be 2. Perfect. Then for the next row, going from left to right, do 3 white wool, then 2 sandstone, 3 white wool. Then for the next row, do 1 light grey, then 1 white wool, do 4 sandstone, 1 white wool, 1 light grey. And something that I didn't tell you is you want to do that for 2 rows. So once you've done that to 1 row, do the exact same thing to the row just above it. Whoops, my bad, I didn't realise we had to do it twice. Once you have done that same row twice, you then, for the next 5 rows, oh, getting crazy, 5 rows, do 1 light grey, then 6 sandstone, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1 light grey, and like I said, that's for 5 rows, so that'll be the first one, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and then we've just got to do that same row 4 more times on top of the first one, which will give us in total 5 rows. You guys see how that math works, or at least I hope you do, because I don't. I had to whip out my calculator quickly. So, once you have your 5 rows of that, you then want to do 6 solid rows of sandstone, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we've just got to add these on here. We are very, very nearing the top of the torso. The next thing that we're going to have to do are the arms of Cody, the front of the arms, which are unfortunately different to the back of the arms. So, once you have your 6 rows of sandstone, you then, for the final row of the torso, going from left to right, want to do 1 black wool, 6 sandstone, 1 black wool. Quite easy. But continuing to go right from this black wool that we just placed, you want to do this sequence of blocks. Do 2 black wool, 2 dark grey. Like that. That is the first row of the arm. We're now going to build down the arm, and going from left to right, building the rows and rows and rows, you want to do this. So for the next row, do 3 black wool, 1 dark grey. For the next 2 rows, you want to do 2 dark grey, 1 black, 1 dark grey, and like I said, that's for 2, so once you've done that once, you do it directly below. Then, for the next 3 rows, do 1 white wool, 1 dark grey, 2 black wool, and like I said, that's for 3 rows, so once you've done that the once, you just want to go ahead and do that 2 more times. Then, for the next row, do 2 white wool, 2 black. Then, for the next row, do 1 light grey, 1 white, then 2 black wool. Then for the next row, do actually guys, this is going to be for 2 rows, and you want to do 1 light grey, 1 white, 1 black, 1 dark grey. And like I said, once you have done that to 1 row, do the same thing directly below it. Then for the next row, which will be the final row of the hand, do 2 light grey, 1 black, 1 dark grey to give you something which should look a little bit like this, and that is the first arm completo. Once you have that taken care of on the right hand side, guess what we have to do? We have to go all the way over up to the top left hand corner of the torso, so this black block on the left here, and we want to go left of it with this sequence of blocks. Do 2 black wool, 2 dark grey. Perfect. Then we're going to build down the rest of the arm exactly how we did just on that opposite side. So for the next row, going from left to right, remember it's left to right, do 1 dark grey, 3 black wool. Then for the next 2 rows, do 1 dark grey, 1 black, 2 dark grey. And like I said, that's for 2 rows, so do that twice. Then for the next 3 rows, do 2 black wool, 1 dark grey, 1 white. And like I said, that's for 3 in total, so we just want to do that row 3 times. Then for the next row, do 2 black wool, then do 2 white wool. Then for the next row, do 2 black wool, 1 white, 1 light grey. For the next 2 rows, do 1 dark grey, 1 black, 1 white, 1 light grey. And like I said, you just want to do that twice in total, so once, twice. And now for the final row of the arm, you just want to do 1 dark grey, 1 black, 2 light grey to give you something which should in total, I mean, I wish I was zooming out a little faster, but hey, what can you do? You want to have something which should in total look a little bit like this, and looks pretty good, doesn't it? It doesn't look too bad. Once you have that taken care of, it's now time for us to swiggity swooty all the way around to the back of the statue, come all the way down to the bottoms of the feet. Obvious cut is obvious. Once you're at the back bottom of the statue with your dark grey wool, you want to take each one of the bottom 2 corners of the statue and you want to extend them coming out of the back of the statue each by 3 with your dark grey. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then you want to connect them together, but the way you want to do it going from left to right is this. You want to do 1 black wool, 4 dark grey, 1 black wool. So you want to have a back row that should look like this. What we're now going to do is we're going to build up on top of these back 8 blocks here, the entire back of the statue, exactly how we just did the front. Then we'll do the sides, then the head, then we'll be done. So, for the second row of the back of the statue, going from left to right, do 2 black wool, 4 dark grey, 2 black wool. Then, for the next 2 rows, do 3 black, 2 dark grey, 3 black, and like I said, that's for 2 rows, so once you've done that once, do that again. Then, for the rest of the back, this is actually quite easy. For the rest of the back, you want to do a row of black wool on the left-hand side that is equal to the height of the front of the statue. Don't ask me how many blocks that is, I don't know, I could work it out actually, it's not too difficult to work out. It's 20, it's literally 20, but it doesn't matter, make it equal height with the front of the statue. You then just want to fill the rest of the back of the statue in with black wool. Easy as that, just fill the rest of the statue in with black wool. Once you've got those, 4 rows including the first row of the back, fill the rest of the back in with black wool. There's nothing interesting back here, as it is a penguin. Penguins don't really have too much going on back there, it's basically just black, isn't it? Depending upon the variety of penguin, species and all that. You guys know Science Talk with David Attenborough. Except it's not David Attenborough, it's me. Anyway, once you have that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So, once you have that back part taken care of, we need to take care of the arms. So, we're going to take care of the left arm first of all, and to start that off, we're going to be up in the top left-hand corner of the back, and going left of this top left-hand corner block, we want to do 1 black wool, 3 dark grey. Like so. Then we're just going to build down the rest of the arm exactly how we did on the front, and for the next 5 rows, guys, going from left to right, we want to do 2 dark grey wool, followed by 2 black wool. And like I said, that's for 5 rows in total. So that'll be once, twice, 3, 4, 5. And we've just got to add all of the rest of the rows in there, don't we? Just want to have something which should look like this. Then, for the next row, after that, you want to do 2 dark grey, 1 black, 1 white wool. Then, for the next row, you want to do 1 dark grey, 2 black, 1 white. Then, for the next 3 rows, that's 3 rows, do 1 dark grey, 1 black, 1 dark grey, 1 white. And like I said, that's for 3, so that'll be 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and 3. Then, for the final row of the back of the arm, we want to do 3 dark grey wool, followed by 1 white. So we want to have something which should look a little bit like this. Once you've got that taken care of, we can now move on to the opposite arm. So coming over to the opposite side here, there we go, managed to get out eventually. Starting from the top right hand corner this time, we want to go right by 1 of the black, 3 dark grey. Then for the next 5 rows, coming down, we want to do 2 black wool, 2 dark grey, and that's for 5. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we've just got to extend each one of those blocks down, smash that one because that's not supposed to be there, and once you have those 5 rows there, we then want to do the next row, which is 1 white wool, followed by 1 black, 2 dark grey. For the next row, do 1 white, 2 black, 1 dark grey. Then for the next 3 rows, do 1 white wool, then 1 dark grey, 1 black, 1 dark grey, and that's for 3. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, then 2, 3. Then for the final row of the back of the arm, you want to do, going from left to right, 1 white wool, 3 dark grey wool. Perfect. So you want to have in total something which should look a little bit like that, and that is perfect. Those are the backs of the arms. Doesn't that look delightful? Now, once you have the back taken care of, you now want to come all the way over to this side of the statue. This is the left hand side. We want to, starting from the very bottom left hand side of the leg, so on top of this left hand block here, working our way up to the bottom of the arm, we want to, on top of this block, do this sequence of blocks. We want to do 5 dark grey. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can then make the rest of that row black wool, coming all the way up to the bottom of the hand. Then, for the next row on the right hand side of it, coming straight up again, we want to do 4 white wool, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to do 3 dark grey, 1, 2, 3, and then make the rest of the row coming all the way up to the bottom of the arm, black wool. Perfect, that's what you want to have. Then we can move up to the arm itself. So the arm, we want to fill the under part of the arm in with dark grey wool. The entire under part of the arm wants to be dark grey wool like that, and that will form the first row on the side of the arm as well. Then we want to, starting from the left hand side here, we want to, on top of this block, go up by 2 with the black wool, then go right by 1 with the black, then go up by 3 with the black. That's 1, 2, 3. So you want to have this. You can then just fill the rest of the side of the arm, and that does include both, and I do say both, rows. Fill those in with dark grey wool, come up to the top of the shoulder here, fill the first 3 rows in with dark grey wool as well. You'll end up with something that should look a little bit like this. Obviously you can't also see the top of the shoulder included in this as well, but you guys know what that looks like, don't you? You guys can remember, of course you can. Now, once you have that taken care of on one side of the statue, come all the way over to the opposite side, and we want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. And when I say the exact same thing, I do mean the exact same thing. So the best way to do this, look directly forward at what we've just done. You guys can see forward, right? Sometimes I can't, only left and right. I sometimes have trouble with the net, you guys know how it is. Getting old. Look directly forward, copy what you have on that side onto this side, same position, same everything, and that is going to be the easiest way to do things. No reason to have any instructions when you can literally, I mean, look over there. You can see it. You can see what you have to do. It's like having the plans in front of your face. It's easy. So do the exact same thing that you've done on the other side. I'm looking at it myself because I can't remember. I've already forgotten what day it is. I mean, I don't know the plan, so just look directly over there. It's all done for me. So we then just fill on the top of the shoulder with dark grey wool. If we so desire, we can fill the entire top of the thing in with dark grey if we wanted to. But you only have to come in by 3 because the head's going to cover the rest of the top of this thing. So you want to end up with something that should look a little bit like this, and whilst this doesn't look bad, I tend to think that statues look better with heads on them. A little crazy. Once you have that taken care of, you now want to come to the very front of your statue, come all the way up to the top of the torso, take out yellow stained clay, and on top of the 8 middle blocks of the torso, the original blocks of the torso, from this black one over there to the black one over there, do a row of 8 yellow stained clay, like this. Then in front of that, do a row of 8 sandstone. Then for the next row in front of that, going from left to right, this is a little bit different. You want to do 2 light grey, 1 black, 2 red, 1 black, 2 light grey. 2 light grey, there we go. That's the first row of the face. Then for the next row, going from left to right, do, on top of this, of course, did I say, on top of this, do 2 light grey, 4 black wool, 2 light grey. Then, for the next row, do 2 light grey, 4 light grey stained clay, 2 proper light grey. the real light grey. Then, please stand up. Then, for the next 2 rows, do 1 white wall, 1 black, 1 white wall, 2 black, then 1 white, 1 black, 1 white. And like I said, that is for 2, so once you've done that to 1, do the exact same thing to the thing directly above it, won't you? Once you've done that, for the next row, do 2 white wall, then 4 black, 2 white. Then, for the next 2 rows, do 2 solid rows of black. So that will be 1, and then that will be 2. And is that the entire face done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God damn, that is. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute face? Let's ruin it. So, once you've got that taken care of, you now want to take out your light grey stained clay. Where we have these 2 center light grey stained clays, extend these forward by 1 row. Then throw another light grey stained clay on top of each one of them. Then, take out your sandstone. Just above the right eye, the 3 blocks of the eye, you want to, in line with like this 3rd row, you guys can see, you want to do a row of 3 sandstone. And then, just above that row on the left hand side, once again above the eye, you want to have kind of like a raised eyebrow. So, you want to have 2 rows of 3 sandstone just above the eye. The one is directly above the eye, it's kind of like in line with the eye. And then the one on the left is kind of raised like that, kind of cute. Once you have that taken care of, we now want to come... That's a face, by the way, we don't have to do any more there. Once you've done that, you now want to come onto the left-hand side of the statue, take out your yellow stained clay, and extend this row of yellow stained clay. Can you guys remember this? Yeah? This first row of yellow stained clay? Extend this back over towards the back of the statue by 2 rows with your yellow stained clay. So that will be 1, and then that will be 2. You then want to, with your black wool, do 3 more rows coming back. So that will be 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So you want to have the sequence of rows for the bottom of the head. You then want to take out your yellow stained clay, and we're looking at the side of the statue here. You want to take this 3rd and final row of yellow stained clay, extend this up by 1, then do 2 upright diagonals. That's 1, 2, go right 1, and then fill in the center of that shape with yellow stained clay, like that. Once you've filled that in, you then want to come to the opposite side here and do the same thing. So from this 3rd row, up 1, 2 up left diagonals, left 1. Fill in the center of that shape. Take out your black wool. Once you've done both of those, come all the way to the back of the head, raise up each one of the 2 corners of the back of the head. Shouldn't take too long. Connect them together. Connect them together, and then connect them to the front of the head. Ignore the alphabet in the background. Don't worry, I'm learning. Then, once you've connected everything together and to the front of the head, you should end up with a nice empty shape like this. All you have to do to complete the statue from this point onwards, and this is the last thing you have to do, just completely fill it in with black. There's no more added detail. There's nothing crazy going on with the top of the head. There's not like a party hat or anything, which I now want to add for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why I want to add that, but you know, sometimes you just want to mess with things, don't you? What is it that the Joker said in The Dark Knight Returns, or whatever the second Batman film was? You know, sometimes you just want to watch the world burn. Sometimes I just want to put party hats on things. It's a pretty close parallel. Both of those things go together quite nicely, and I'm pretty sure that that's what the Joker meant to say. Don't know. Rises? Dark Knight Rises? Or is it Return? Who knows? It doesn't really matter. It's not even relevant. I'm pretty sure the movie's about 10 years old now. But what you want to end up with should look a little bit like this. And it's a pretty nice looking statue. And honestly, the other AtlanticCraft statue is quite nice as well. So it's the other AtlanticCraft statue is actually like in my top 10 favorite YouTuber statues of all time. So that's a little bit of an understatement. But this is Cody from TheAtlanticCraft. He's 100% fully complete. Hopefully, you guys have managed to make it. Hopefully, you guys like it. And if you've done both of those things, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video, you guys know what I'm going to say, a like, a favourite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing, tell me how, guys. I would always vastly appreciate. Why did I make this guy? Why did I? Because you guys asked me to. I only made the chicken, which turns out to be Joe from AtlanticCraft. I didn't know that Cody existed. He was completely off my radar. I made him because I delved into the comments down there with you guys. We figured it out. Cody was next. Leave a comment, let me know who, what you want me to make next. There we go, that sentence makes sense. Check out the card system for the other half of the AtlanticCraft, plus some videos, some playlists and stuff that I think that you guys might really want to check out. That's pretty much it. Like, favorite, share, check out the comments, check out other videos, check out the channel. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, favorite, share, and I'll see you in the next video.